to Tony Cloud Gunner TV. See, people, Arsenal, Emirates Cup champions. Yeah. Arsenal 3, Athletic Bilbao 0. See, people, yeah. We just have to clap for the Arsenal today. Just 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute of a good clap for the Arsenal. People, this is what it means, yeah, to play at home, to play in a home game, dominate in a home game, have almost up to at least 80% of your top players of your first 11 playing in your team. On a day you need to redeem yourself from what happened in the last game you played. And Arsenal did it beautifully. And again, in the Carling Cup, people. In the Carling Cup. I like calling the Emirates Cup the Carling Cup, but anyway, I'll just put it the right way. The Emirates Cup, people. Yeah, just look at the lineup. First of all, it's the lineup. The lineup, see, yeah, people. Your lineup, your first 11, yeah, it could either be the reason why you win a game, or it could be the reason why you lose a game. In this preseason games, yeah, mostly in the last two we played, yeah, the lineup, no punch whatsoever, people. No punch whatsoever in the last two lineups that Arsenal fielded. And again, I do understand that this is preseason games. You do need to bet players in, but at least you have to go closer to similarity to your first 11. But today, Emirates Cup, one game to play, one game to win the Emirates Cup, and Arsenal field a very, very decent lineup, even if I still have my issues with a couple of the players that started today, like Calafiore, and that started today, even if he gave a good account of himself, but you can still see the lapses, yeah, down there. Definitely also talk about that later on, But people, apart from that, Martinelli too started today, But again, apart from these guys, yeah, that I literally don't want to see them in the starting lineup, even if they played. You still have to look at the 80% of our first 11 that played today and marvel at the works. Big up to the assembled. He's down here. The assembled, hope you're okay. Serendipity. Serendipity says, hi, Tony, sweetie. Big ups to you, Serendi. How are you doing? I hope you're okay. Arsenal won today. What else are we looking for? Arsenal fans, yeah, we are the most bitten fans in the whole wide world. We suffer a whole lot. We suffer a whole lot. Today, I would like to dedicate today's win, yeah, to Arsenal fans, yeah. You guys, yeah. We are the most suffering fans in the world. We deserve every win we get. We deserve every win. So today that we won, I dedicate to you, the Arsenal fans out there. But most of all, I hope this is the start of greater things to come in this campaign. But the first thing I want you guys to notice, shout out to Serendipity, Ale Crocs, big ups to you. The assembly is down here. Ale Crocs says something. Sorry, Tony. Okay. The assembled says, yeah, Tony, what was you saying about making me? Yes. I mean, I thought I've done that already, but it looks like I've not done that yet. So after the show today, I would make that possible, the assembled. I'm sorry, I thought I did it 2 days ago. On the day I mentioned it, because I want you to be my head mod here. Of course, you'll be working with AJ, but I want you to be my head mod here at the assembly, because you're always here for me. I mean, it doesn't matter wherever the show is going on, you're always here. Big up to you, and I do respect what you've given to my channel, and I do respect that you're a true Arsenal fan that really wants to think and really wants to ask certain questions, and not just accept everything hook, line, and sinker. I like the way you think, the assembled. Big ups to you. Formula One fan, big ups. It says, yo, Tony, big ups, Formula One. See, yeah, Formula One. Arsenal won the Emirates Cup today. What did you think about that win today? Just type it up, post it up. Let's see what you thought about that win. See, people, yeah, simple. This is the essence of keeping your lineups very, very simple. Mikel Arteta, do you see how simple it is? I mean, just keep it simple. You don't need to tinker around. You don't need to put someone in right back, someone is supposed to be in the midfield, put them in right back. You don't need to be iconoclastic in anything. You don't need to be putting Nordgaard as your first to go first 11. It could come in after the first 11, when you start noticing signs of weakness in our midfield, then you bring him in. Right now, you saw the midfield do the needful. Rice is down there. Just do the needful. It's meant to be easy. Arteta, you don't need to complicate stuff. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't need to do more. You just only need to field the players that can get you ahead. It's simple. Don't complicate stuff. Yeah? You put in Zubimendi there. Oh my God, Martin Zubimendi. I knew I went to channels, yeah, to some channels out there, yeah, and I told these people about Martin Zubimendi, and these people were laughing at me. They were saying, we don't know about Martin Zubimendi. Yes, he played for Real Sociedad, but we can't say about his quality. To be honest, when he comes to the league, he will struggle. He would struggle what? Zubimendi ain't struggling in this league, bro. He ain't struggling in this league, people. Zubimendi, mentality monster. How about that? Mentality monster. How about the control in the way Zubimendi controls the game? People, we might have something in our hands down here with Martin Zubimendi. Have you seen the way he controls the ball? Have you seen the way he dictates the pace in the middle of the park? Have you seen his interchangeability with Declan Rice? As in, we all know that Declan Rice can play in that number 6 position. We all know Declan Rice, it's also in his wheelhouse to also play in that number 8 position. What are we talking about? It's easy. And when you have dynamic players like that, mostly with Zubimendi, who is more dynamic, more multi-dimensional than a Declan Rice, and has more technical abilities than Declan Rice, you can actually just allow him flow. Allow him flow. It's protecting our back four. People, just look at how he's dictating play. Protecting our back four. People, have you seen the interceptions of Martin Zubimendi? People, let that sink in. Interceptions, people. Interceptions. Does that ring a bell? Does that tell you about something? Does that remind you of a certain player that left the football club just this summer? Thomas Partey. See, people, Thomas Partey, technically gifted player, but he did one thing very, very well: interceptions. And he knew how to create, he knew how to dictate play. But people, we now have a Spaniard who doesn't only understand the nuances of breaking up play and intercepting properly, but he also has the technical ability to control the cadence of the game in the middle of the park. And while he's doing this, he's drifting into space, trying to in doing much of the interceptions, and he does interceptions cleanly. People see, it's very difficult yet to see people making interceptions, to see pronounced midfielders here intercept balls. Some of them, they do it in a very dirty way, just like Guimaraes. He's a great player, yeah. He goes through lots of he uses lots of trickery, strength, punch, and power, and is very, very dirty when doing those mop-up job and intercepting in the middle of the park. But today, I hope you people saw. What happened today. Martin Zubimendi intercepting smoothly. He's a smooth criminal in that midfield. I just want to tell you people, yeah, about what Martin Zubimendi will bring to this football club in the long run. It matters a whole lot what this guy is gonna do. He's an interceptor. His interceptions are so smoothly done, easy in the eyes. The way he dictates play is something, bro, it's like a symphony. It's easy. And you know what? Yeah, this is very important, people. When we play teams that are more seasoned in terms of holding up the ball, and in the middle of the park have superior midfielders who can pass the ball around, we do have someone, yeah, who could just dictate the pace, control the ball, hold the ball. I was telling some certain kind of podcasters here that Martin Zubimendi is not just an elite passer of the ball, but he's also an elite mental monster that knows how to control the ball in the middle of the park. So, in other words, when you have a team like Liverpool or a PSG that are more nuanced in controlling the ball, in holding up the ball, in passing the ball around in the midfield, generally have lots of possession of the ball and shut down their midfield, you do have someone in Zubimendi who would have his own share in holding up the ball, in controlling the ball, and even if you don't sniff any chances in order to break that mid block, you could also use his technical ability of looping the ball over people. He's a creator also. I mean, when last have you seen a midfielder that's a blessed interceptor of the ball, that breaks your play easily, that protects your back four effortlessly, controls the cadence of the game, is a mentality monster, could help you in set pieces also, and can also create people. We don't just have a player in Martin Zubimendi. I think we also have a leader, because there's so many ways you could actually lead when playing in a game of football. Sometimes people are looking for the most imposing figure in the team, and it doesn't really need to be the most imposing figure to be the most adherent leader or to be the most obvious leader in a team. Sometimes you could just lead by the way you play. And people, when you see the way Zubimendi is playing, he doesn't have to be 30 years old. He doesn't need to be Nordgaard's age range. He doesn't need to be 40 years old to know how to be a responsible leader. We need leaders all across the pitch in this Arsenal team. And when someone like Zubimendi steps up, controls the game in that way, turns on, he just turns it on, turns it off, he controls it. It's like a symphony down there. Simple, easy, no complications. And you know what, people? He has a keen eye for the pass. Two of our biggest signings combining to get the first goal, people. How about that? Like I've told you, in crunch games, where it's so tight in the middle, the possession game is so tight in the middle, you have someone who could just leap and just loop those those balls up top for a fast, energetic player like Victor Gyokeres to latch onto those balls. People, they said Victor Gyokeres can't score with his head. People, I hope you saw what happened today. People, I hope you saw what happened today. Victor Gyokeres is also good aerially. It's just that it's not his biggest strength. And I've told you, people, when it comes to Victor Gyokeres, he's a fast player. When you see a player that quickly and instantaneously reacts to certain passes, reacts to certain situations, no one will have to tell you that this is quality. Immediately I saw Zubimendi look that pass in. Did you see? It just took 3 seconds. He sniffed it quickly, easily. Get his head into that. They told me Gyokeres doesn't score with his head, people. They said it. These podcasters, all of them, they swore Victor Gyokeres can't score with his head, people. Let that sink in. All these punks, that want to rival Arsenal, all these punks, they all swore he can't score with his head. How about today, people? I don't want to be the one, beating about and drumming support to drum up support for my opinions about Victor Gyokeres. You can see the proof is in the pudding. But you know what? I'll just go through some of the charts down here. Daniel Mason says ready for the season. Daniel, I would be the last person to just beat my chest and say we're ready for the season. But when you play against Athletic Bilbao in that way, when you name your lineup that's closer to your first 11, you just sense it. You smell it. It's in the offing that team is nearly complete. When you have a deadly striker like Victor Gyokeres, when your right wing is popping, when you have people, we'll talk about Noni Madueke, is on the block, people. A new left winger is on the block, people. People, we have to have conversations about Noni Madueke and how direct he is. But let's leave that for later on, When you have a right winger like Bukayo Saka, when you have Victor Gyokeres ready to get, to take on defenders, and people, his hold-up play today, oh my days, people. Let's pause just a little bit. Did you people see the involvement of Victor Gyokeres today? Have you guys seen his hold-up play? He doesn't just sniff chances and sniff situations. He's also quick to react to situations. People, it's not just enough for a striker to be nuanced in scoring goals. I want you to score goals, but I also want you to be a contributory factor in getting goals. You could actually bring every other attacking asset into play. Many people were saying, Victor Gyokeres can't do all those little things they do outside the 18-yard box. No, he was getting into channels today. But left, right, he was multidimensional. And is very effective when doing that. When he's spreading his play and getting into channels, you could see it. He's walking up the defenders. He's walking up the one in the left. He's walking up the one in the right. He's causing problems down the middle. He's getting in behind defenders in the middle. People, this is the difference when you have a toy number 9 and a lethal, dangerous number 9, a traditional striker of some sort. This is the difference. This is the meaning of having a man up top there, ready to score goals. Victor Gyokeres. Hold up play today, amazing. His ability to sniff chances, to sniff situations, and his reaction in those situations today, sublime. You know what? Yeah, I laugh at some of these Arsenal fans that laughed at, took the piss at Victor Gyokeres to, his last 2 games against Tottenham Hotspurs, and Villarreal. This is a guy, that hasn't even trained with the team for a week, people. For a week, not even up to a week, training with the team. And people are taking the piss at Victor Gyokeres because he didn't score against Tottenham Hotspurs. Man was fighting to get into to be an Arsenal player. His salary ceased. He had to forfeit some certain amount of money. No one is thinking about the mental aneurysm he was going through. What they're all thinking is about Victor Gyokeres scoring, a goal in his first appearance for us. Are you guys mad? Are you people crazy? Did you guys drink or something? Are you guys okay? Questioning like literally the best striker in Europe in the past 2 seasons that I've seen, people. And people question Victor Gyokeres. Are you crazy? Are you people okay? Are you mentally all right in the head? Questioning Victor Gyokeres. Are you serious? I've seen Victor Gyokeres dog walk Andre Silva. I've seen Victor Gyokeres properly dog walk Carreras. I've seen him dunk on Otamendi. I've seen him literally, mentally destroy Pepe. I've actually seen him destroy that Man City defense. And we have some Arsenal fans here, just talking smack about Victor Gyokeres not scoring against Tottenham Hotspurs and Villarreal in preseason games. You people. I heard lots of things that hurt me about Victor Gyokeres, and that's not how to rate football in any way. And today he scored. You're dancing. Do you have no shame at all? Do you guys have no shame? See people, yeah. See people. Great game from Victor Gyokeres today. I completely had no doubt in Victor Gyokeres and his ability in this team. Arsenal have come second 3 times without a potent striker. Now we've added a potent striker. You're welcome to the pain, because Victor Gyokeres is going to bring the pain this season. Premiership defenders are literally going to bow down to the king this season. Victor Gyokeres is going to come for these people. He's going to tear their defenses limb by limb, feet by feet. He's going to decapitate their eyes. He's going to remove their bodies from their mortal bodies, from their mortal flesh this season. A dangerous man. He's an active shooter. He's rolling he's dangerous, people. Victor Gyokeres is a dangerous man. You don't allow, see people, Arsenal fans, don't allow these rival fans play tricks on you guys, telling you that, oh, okay, Man United have signed Tesco. Yeah, they signed Tesco, good and okay, no problem. Leave them with their own problems. We already have our gunman, and he's here to stay. He's here to score goals. He's here to win us the league, people. Yes, Victor Gyokeres. Whether we like it or not, he's a dangerous man. He's a dangerous striker. And you saw what he can do competitively when you ask him to just stay up there and be our number 9 and be our most dangerous player on the pitch. That's what he gives to you. That's what he gives to you. And people, you could see it today, yeah? There was no question about his involvement in the game. There was no question about, oh, okay, today I want to see how many touches he gets. No, it's not even about his touches again. It's now about, if you create for Victor Gyokeres, surely you're going to see him involved in games. You just need to know how to center your game around him, how to build your game around him, how to feed him passes. People, we didn't even need Odegaard to even do anything today. Yeah, he could be a passenger in the team altogether. That's why I'm really waiting for Eze to come to this football club. So we don't even have to have any questions about who's going to create anything for Victor Gyokeres. Because if we have Eze down there and we have Zubimendi who could create once in a while, people, I'm good. I'm good. People, we also need to talk about one person today. Noni Madueke. I'll talk to him, but I'll talk to you guys about him. But first I have to read this comments because you guys keep me flowing. Big up to Daniel Mason, who's down here. He says, ready for the season. People, do you think Daniel is correct? Do you think we're ready for the season? You don't have the answers. Big up to you, Aces. Daniel Mason says here, let me read what Daniel says here. You're wearing the wrong top. I mean, people. Fadosa Yasin says, Yasin, big ups to you. Hi. The assembled is down. Yeah, Rory. Rory is in the charts. Rory, how you doing, man? Big win today. Big win today. Rory says, don't worry, bro. He can't score headers. People, they said he can't score headers. I mean, literally, people are taking the piss. People said he doesn't. Gyokeres doesn't know how to score with his head. Aerially is weak. Shut up. Shut up your mouth. Shut it. Close your mouth. I mean, I see some podcasters here, and it's so shameful. I mean, how in God's name could you lay a curse? How in God's name could you abuse the most little striker in the last 2 seasons, a dangerous man who scores goals for fun, an active shooter in the 18-yard box? I've literally seen this guy do a host of defenders I do hold there dirty. And this people keep saying that Victor Gyokeres aerially is found wanting. Go score the kind of header he scored today. Go do it. Go do it. People, I mean, it pissed me off when people took the piss at Gyokeres because he didn't score against Tottenham. I was really pissed off with those fans that questioned Victor Gyokeres. Calm down. Calm down. You are going to see this little striker completely work his magic this season. I have no doubt. See, people, how about this? Gyokeres can win us the league. People, how about that? I'm sticking my neck on the line. I mean, most podcasters won't do that. They'll be too careful. People, I stick my neck on the line. I do it. Because these other pretenders are not going to do it. I stick my neck on the line. Gyokeres has the power to win us the league this season. How about that? He's a dangerous man. Dangerous. He can win us the league. Can't you see? The way he sniffs danger, the way he runs in behind defenders. When was the last time you saw any of our strikers actually running behind the people? See, there's some technical stuff you see, yeah, with Victor Gyokeres, with what he did today and what he did in previous games that we saw him even on an Arsenal shirt. You could see the danger. You could see how he plays. You know he's a dangerous man. You know he's an active shooter. You know. And you know what, yeah? Players, defenders in the Premier League won't see people, they won't know what hit them. You know why? Because Victor Gyokeres, have you seen the way he presses? Have you seen the way Victor Gyokeres presses opposing teams? Did you see how he pressed, completely pressed those Bilbao defenders, pressed them into making mistakes, pressed them into pressure? They cowed under the pressure. When last have you seen these things? Yeah, Kai Havertz used to do that sparingly, but not with that much force, not with that much venom. You could see Gyokeres, he's venomous, he's poisonous. He's poisonous. He's poisonous to these defenders. He'll literally kill them. Bro, I can't wait for the season to start to see Victor Gyokeres actually traumatize these opposing defenders, because he's literally going to traumatize these people, yeah. He's going to mess Premier League defenders to the pulp. And you know what, yeah, I was on Saturday TV, I'll be there this night, by the way. And I told them, I said, you know what, yeah, Victor Gyokeres is going to score 25 goals. Easy, people. I put the E-A-Z-Y. Easy. People, I stress the Z, because he's literally going to dog walk most of the defenders in the Premier League. He is going to destroy them. Because, bro, the assassin, yeah, that you never see coming, that is as lightning speed. I've seen his reactions when he reacts to certain situations, when he reacts to passes. Yeah, he already sniffs danger. Bro, a striker that already sniffs the danger. You don't see that man coming. You don't see him coming. And it is in those kind of slippery players that you can't see coming. They might not be 6 foot plus, they might not be towering, but they have the speed of flash. Guys, he's the max assassin. You never see him coming. You never see him coming. He's in the dark. And he's so slippery. He's so fast. He reacts to situations in a very, very strong way that before you could be able to regroup and recoup and catch your breath, he's already outrun you. He's already outgunned you. And he scored the goal. I mean, look at that pass from Zubimendi. Bro, that pass was 100% expected by that Bilbao defense. But you know what, yeah? They couldn't lay their head on the ball because someone more confident, someone more faster, more efficient, more stronger had his head to the goal and he scored. It's simple, it's easy. It's simple, it's easy. Why? Because you have a number 9 who's there to score goals. That's his business. That's his trade. A dangerous man. A crazy shooter. I'll still go with this chat before we talk about Noni Madueke. And Rory says, don't worry, bro. He can't score headers. And Zubimendi. Yeah, Zubimendi. What a game today. He controls the ball effortlessly, protects our back four. His interceptions are done smoothly, people. He doesn't even commit fouls with them. Have you noticed that Zubimendi doesn't commit fouls when intercepting the ball. Easy, smoothly. You don't have to be a Guimaraes, like a dirty regainer of the ball. No, you don't have to be dirty. You could do your tackles in a very seamless way, easy, smooth in the eye. Because in the Premiership, the referees down there are looking on carding most Arsenal players and sending us off. So we need that kind of smooth sailor who would actually intercept balls smoothly without raising an eyebrow, so that technically they won't be giving you the yellow cards or the red cards. Most times last season when Thomas Partey made certain tackles, he was carded in those situations. But today you could actually see the smooth operator controlling the symphony of the game, controlling the cadence of the game whilst protecting our back four, and also doubling up and allowing Rice to actually do what he knows how to do best, which is get into attacking positions, get up front down there, go help out. And you know what? Yeah, Declan Rice, what a masterpiece today. Declan Rice. Now, that's the Declan Rice I want to see. Declan Rice, people, today, even if he was running offensively today, I did see him a few times at the back. Do a job at the back, people. Declan Rice was at the back helping out, people. He was at the back helping out. And when he had time, he still moved forward. Personally, I thought that Declan Rice played the number 6 today. But you could still see in some certain situations that even if he was playing in that number 6 role, he was interchanging with Zubimendi. Zubimendi was getting up top in some situations, and you could see those passes. It's in his wheelhouse. So when I see all these clowns that are saying that Zubimendi isn't a multi-dimensional player, that he has more to gain than just protecting the back four, you could see it today. He controls the game. He controls the cadence of the game. He could also lay passes. He's good in set pieces. He could score a goal. He scored a penalty today. People, Zubimendi is not just a protector of your back four or back three. No, it's in his wheelhouse to control the game. It's in his wheelhouse to go into attacking positions and help create. He's also an ardent creator, an effective creator of chances in your team. He did well in Real Sociedad as a defensive midfielder, but right now you could see the new lease of life he has. He now has a chance to actually control the symphony of the game, people. He could control the game. He could just leave the protection right now to Declan Rice in that number 6 role and just create. Bro, he can just create. So right now, I was out here looking for Martin Odegaard to create in this game today, but hell nah. Zubimendi had other ideas. No. In as much as he's protecting our back four at times today, and getting into attacking positions and helping us out control the game with his symphony, he was also sniffing out opportunities. He laid a pass for Gyokeres to latch onto and head the ball in. What does that tell you? He doesn't just control the game, but he's also an effective, very, very effective creator. So, people, if we bring in an Eze to this team, people, let that sink in. If Arsenal venture, bring in Eze to this team, and we have, oh my days, people, we will be having a bunch, people, a bunch of creators in that midfield to gazump any team's midfield in this league. Like literally, If we have Zubimendi creating, if we have Eze creating people in the middle of the park, and people, you also do know that Bukayo Saka is an elite creator of chances through his outlet. It's different. It's not his job. It's literally an outlet in the team. But our outlet in this team down the right-hand side has been an effective way for goal creation in this team. So now you're not talking of the creativity from Bukayo Saka. You're talking of the creativity and multi-dimensional roles of which Martin Zubimendi will take, both in controlling the game and actually creating in the game. You saw him create today. And then if you add Eze to that attacking midfield, people, the game is hot. Premier League hawked, as in literally hawk the Premier League. It's simple. You have your creator, multiple creators, and then you have the Gyokeres to go score you goals. People, Noni Madueke. Next topic. Let's see the chart. William Holmes says, where is that sport that said Gyokeres wouldn't score goals? William Holmes, next week, I would definitely bring in Deji Sports. I mean, the very deluded sports fan. He's also my friend anyway, but we do a show called The Minority Report, so check local listings for that one. Next week, I'll be doing that show. Rory says, NGL, Madueke looked good when he came on. People, Madueke, we have to talk about that. Shout out to my friend Ravi Bikari. He says, just don't lose to Burnley. Oh, my days, man. Oh, my days. Michael Harris says, yes, TC, my guy. People, you have to subscribe to Michael Harris. He has an amazing channel. Big up to you, Michael. He says, yes, TC, my guy. Hope all is well, bro. All the tactics glazing. Sesko would have been crying if Gyokeres got that second header as well. Yeah, exactly, man. I tell you. Ravi Bikari, big ups, man. I really appreciate you coming to my show and my channel. You know, please, to be nice, that you could always come around, man. Big ups to you. Says, big up, yo. Big ups, Ravi. Mika Bennett Football Channel, MBFC. Delusional. I mean, Mika, yeah. I mean, don't you find it funny, yeah, that it is when Arsenal fans win that you call them delusional? Yeah? When we win, that's when you call us delusional. You don't call us delusional when we lose. You don't call us delusional when we lose. See, Bernard, you better be ready this season, yeah? You better be ready. Bernard, if I complete that Eze signing, that completes the jigsaw. Your time is up. All you Man City fans here, Liverpool, your time is up, because we would have already hacked the Premier League. That's what I'm going to see this season. Yeah, I just need. I have my people. I have my problems with Mikel Arteta. Let's don't act as if Mikel Arteta isn't problematic. He is. Yeah, but people, there's an efficient way we can go through the season, and we can just postpone whatever problems, whatever issues we have with Mikel Arteta. It could all go away if we bring in an Eze and a Rodrigo. It completes that jigsaw. Suddenly, we only need this manager to just give us the lineup. Yeah, just write the name of the players. Just write it. It doesn't need to, no tactics, nothing, because you have a team of super soldiers who would win games for you. I've seen AC Milan with a team of super soldiers win league Scudettos, people. I've seen a team of Galacticos. Well, they were not world beaters, but they won some trophies. I've seen Messi with some super soldiers and his minions with Xavi and Busquets going to games and win La Liga titles and Champions Leagues with super players. People, it can happen. Even in this league, I've seen a certain Pep Guardiola come in here, acquire a team of super soldiers. They go in and they win titles, all true. Year in, year out with a team of super soldiers. People, Arsenal might just be building our own team of super soldiers. I don't know if Mikel Arteta is the guy to take us there. There's still a big question mark. But if he's going to change and give us the lineup that we know is good enough to win us the title, and we do bring in the players and the super soldiers to help us over the line, it's finished, people. We just need 2 more quality signings. And this team, it's literally, people. This team is literally complete. Eze signing, Rodrigo on loan, Premier League hacked. People in the charts, do you agree with me that if we get in an Eze and get in a Rodrigo, we've hacked the Premiership? Because people, we have a strategy. Today, everyone understands now that Victor Gyokeres is probably the best striker in Europe. People, there is no argument in that. Victor Gyokeres is the best striker in Europe. You can argue with your fathers, argue with your mothers, argue with your aunties, no problem. I mean, in my channel, I give people the liberty to argue, state your opinion, no problem, but you're not taking it away that Victor Gyokeres is the best striker in Europe, people. I mean, if people are giving Ekitike encomiums and Isaac encomiums, this deadly striker, Victor Gyokeres, outscored both of them combined last season. And you guys are saying that Victor Gyokeres isn't the most dangerous striker in the world right now? Are you serious? Are you serious? I've come second 3 times without a striker. Do you think that with the machinery I'm trying to build right now, and now that I've already gotten the hottest striker on the block, what is literally going to stop me? It's only going to be creativity issues that stops us and Mikel Arteta. And if we get in an Eze, that's one. We already have a Max Doman who could come in and help us out. People, Noni Madueke. Big ups to Miss Melina who was in the house. Miss Melina. Subscribe to Miss Melina's channel, people. Subscribe to her. My moderator, The Assembled, says here, Michael, I haven't seen a diving header since the 90s. Gyokeres will baffle today's modern centre-backs. He's a throwback. People, The Assembled, he's doubled up on that. People, see, people, they can't sniff. They can literally not sniff Victor Gyokeres coming. He's fast. He's like the wind. He's dangerous. He's a dangerous man. He's an active, and you know, active shooters are very slippery. You don't see them coming. It's only that this one is a max man, but it's a max man in the darkness. You don't see maxed people in the darkness. He's defined by darkness. You don't see him when he's running in behind defenders. If he's running in behind Spanish defenders, yeah, people, imagine what he's going to do to Premiership Oreo defenders. Imagine what he's going to do to Leeds, Sunderland. Bro, all these teams, imagine what he's going to do to the defensive. He's going to rock them in the way they've never seen before, because he's going to go in behind them, cave open that defense, and because they literally don't see him coming. Bro, people, how many goals do you think Victor Gyokeres is going to score this season? That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear, is he going to get up to 12 goals this season? People, shut up. If Kai Havertz is scoring up to 12 goals in a season in an Arsenal shirt, people, don't tell me that Victor Gyokeres ain't scoring more than 20 in the league. If Kai Havertz is scoring 9 goals in the league, if Kai Havertz is literally scoring 9 goals in the league, yeah, 9 goals in the league, bro, and you're telling me that the most dangerous man I've seen in the past 2 seasons isn't going to score up to 50 goals this season, all competitions, 2025 in the league alone? You guys are, you guys are smoking. You must be smoking if you don't believe that Gyokeres is going to score 20-25 goals in the league alone. 50 goals combined this season. You must be joking. You must be joking. You literally must be joking if you don't think Gyokeres can score 20 goals in the league this season. Are you drunk? Okay, let's keep going. Hashim Karim says he was good. Of course he was good. Of course. I still liked the link up. Yeah, definitely. Header was nice. Yeah, sure. Liverpool versus Crystal Palace tomorrow. Hashim Karim says he's a big player, strong, fast, but Havertz was on sonic speed. Yeah, man. We'll have to talk about that Kai Havertz goal. People. So many things to talk about today. A good run and finish. Donna Colin. Donna, how you doing, Donna? Donna, you're welcome to my channel, Donna. Big up to you. We love you down here, Donna Colin. Says, Wagwan, Mr. Tony Cloud. I'm fine. How are you? Mr. Cloud, I miss you very much. Yeah, big up to you, Donna Colin. You're welcome, man. You know. Donna Colin says, Wagwan, Miss Melina. Yes, Miss Melina is in the chart. First game away to United. Bro, I don't mind. Man United, seriously? You think Man United is going to beat us? No, I don't think so. We're in a more better position than Manchester United. They're a very, very fragmented team. Yes, they might have just acquired Šeško and people. I wouldn't be the one to say I don't rate Šeško. No, I actually do rate Šeško. I think he's a great player, technically. But that was for Arsenal, because I knew you could do some certain things technically for Arsenal and to get us going. But coming to Manchester United, I still haven't wrapped my head around the dynamic, seeing him doing all the work and trying to still score goals yet for Manchester United. They don't have the apparatus that Arsenal actually have in terms of creating much in games. I've not really seen that with that Manchester United squad. And of course, there's still that question. If Baleba comes in, where do you put someone like a Bruno? We all know that if Bruno plays in the midfield, he will stick the place up. He loses the ball quite frequently in the middle of the park. It's not the guy to have in that midfield. You just need Bruno to be somewhere in that number 10 position where he could take snapshots outside the 18-yard box and actually get through on goal to actually get or sniff out chances. Apart from that, if you play him in the middle of the park, he's outrightly going to sting the place up. So there's also that question, where do you put a Bruno? And again, you already have an Mbeumo by the right. You definitely have a Cunha by the left. But again, is Cunha really a left winger? I mean, they say I have to answer lots of questions, innit? I mean, I think Cunha is a main striker, but when Šeško comes in, he would have to really play backup to Benjamin Šeško. I mean, I don't really think Manchester United would have gotten a grip before we play them next week. So I mean, I'm not really scared about playing Manchester United right now, if you ask me. Big up to Godfrey. Godfrey! Big up, says here. Tony, big up legend. Yeah, big up to you, Godfrey. How you doing? Donna Collins says, Wagwan, Mr. Hashim. Yes, Wagwan. Good luck and should be a good game. Yeah. Hey, Donna. Godfrey, they assembled big up every time. Where the flip is Jesus? He's injured. Jesus is injured. I saw him at the end of the game. I mean, it's just there, leeching from the Arsenal wage book. You know, see here, Arsenal haven't impressed me with outgoings this season. Yes, they've impressed me with some of the players that have come in and some of the players that would be coming in. I'm okay with that. But with our outgoings, it has been so shameful. I mean, people like Jesus have to be thrown away as soon as possible. People like Zinchenko, that we clearly don't need any of their, I mean, we don't need them frolicking around trying to distract us from winning trophies. I need people like Lokonga, Nelson, all these clowns. Send these clowns away. Send them on loan. Actually, call Crystal Palace right now as we speak. Give them Nelson and even add a sweetener on top of it. Even, bro, add Vieira. Bro, even add Leandro Trossard as a sweetener to that deal. Take three of them away. Bring in an Eze. Go to Atalanta right now as we speak. If that deal for Rodrigo is so complicated, or we cannot bring Rodrigo through a loan deal, we don't need to sell Saliba. We're in a good space. We don't need to sell Saliba right now. And even if Saliba leaves, we have Christian Mosquera who could surface for him, but I still think it's too early for Christian Mosquera. We still need Saliba down there. So let's don't even go talking to Real Madrid about this Rodrigo guy, because we know they're going to demand for Saliba to come to Real Madrid. So enough of those talks. The only way I want Rodrigo here is unless we're talking about us covering his wages, 80% of his wages, which is totally okay if he comes in on loan, only on loan, with intention to buy after the loan. That's a good deal. It works for us perfectly. Then you could bring in a Rodrigo who could just situate himself in that left-hand side, and then suddenly you have a backup in Noni Madueke who would actually come in the second half to actually surface down there. You could sell Martin. You could sell Trossard. We don't need any of them. If you get in a Rodrigo and you have a Noni Madueke there with direct passes into dangerous areas. See people, Dante's Dine says, big up Tony! I'm here today on the show with our brother. How about that? It says, large up the charts. Big ups, Dante. Dante, how you doing, man? Hope you're okay. Hashim Karim says, Saka, Martinelli, great attacking play throughout the game. Yeah, I do agree. And people, you could see, when you have quality, it's infectious. When you have the quality of Gyokeres, you could see players want to build around you. Players want to use you as a shadow to actually uplift their gameplay. You could just really see they were feeding off the energy of Victor Gyokeres. They wanted to sniff out chances for him. They built their mentality around him. When he's making those runs, they're making their own runs too. When Saka is actually getting in behind, trying to cut in through that left-hand side, Gyokeres has immediately sniffed. He sniffed danger. He's in the 18-yard box. He's waiting to score a goal. People, he's literally waiting there. They are feeding off his energy. And that's what you get when you acquire a deadly, deadly machinery in a player of Victor Gyokeres' worth. He's a dangerous man. When you have that kind of danger, stinking the place up in the 18-yard box of the opposing team, every other player will want to play with him. They sense that energy. They sense the urgency. They see he wants to score. They literally sniff it. That's why Saka's game was upped today. You can clearly see there's a big difference with how Saka played in that game against Tottenham and how he played against Villarreal with how he played today. You could literally sense the energy, people. Godfrey says, big up Dante. Yeah, big ups Dante. Guys, do anyone know where is Isaac gonna play? People, I don't know. Isaac. Is he saying Newcastle? Staying. The assembly says Deji has disappeared since that Bayern defeat. Yeah. Yes, sir, says not side raid. Yeah, big ups. Not side. Thanks, man. Thanks for the raid. That's my guy. I will be with him this week anyway. I think maybe Sunday I should be with Northside. My Chelsea fraud is down here. Big ups to you, man. And congratulations, Yasa TV, on reaching 506 subscribers. People, go subscribe to my guy, Yasa TV. I want to bring Yasa TV here next week, people. He's a Chelsea friend. I clearly do respect him. He thinks as a lone man. I like all these kind of lone wolves here that have their own separate thinking. Like they don't allow other people do their thinking for them. I mean, they think for themselves and say. So they're not bought by people. They're not bought by organizations. They literally say what they feel. If the team played well, they have the right and the guts to say, "Oh, the team played well today. That's good." And if the team doesn't play well, they can actually give constructive criticism to the team. That's the kind of people I like to roll with. I don't like to roll with people that have agendas per se. Yeah, like an agenda to no, I'm not an agenda person. I am the kind of person that if things pan out well in a matchup, I investigate and analyze the game for what it is. If there's something missing, I go for it. If there's nothing missing, I praise the team. Today, we had a good game today. Our attacking play was far better. We defended far properly and far better than we actually defended against Tottenham and defended against Villarreal. You could see the balance. But that balance is got by a lineup that was brought in by this manager in the first place. When you don't dabble with your first 11, when you say this is the first 11, that is my strongest point, and I don't need to dilly-dally or play with them, I just need to bring them out and showcase them as my first 11. This is what you get. But when you bring out people like Nordgaard as your first 11, as it doesn't work. So Mikel Arteta has to take the blame with some of these losses that we've actually gotten. Don't tinker about. Just do the needful. Do the needful. Put the players where their positional specialization is. What am I saying? Saliba is a centre back. Put him in centre back. Maslow Kelly is a left back. Put Maslow Kelly in left back position. I don't want to see our left back inverting into midfield. No, you can do that when you're comfortable with the ball, but don't do that and leave that left side totally open. That's the one I don't agree to. Dean Mullen says, yes, I've won nothing for 30 years. Gunnar says, Tony, what's up? Big ups to you, Tony. Gunnar says, yeah, be ready. Yeah, man. Adam Elmino says, Arteta out. I'm still an Arteta outer, but if he wins the league this season, see, that's what I want. Arteta, prove me wrong. Win the league. Win the league. You've gotten everything you really need. Go in and win the league. They've brought you the most dangerous striker in the whole wide world. Arteta, there is no more excuses. The fans have seen it. The fans have just seen Gyokeres score his first goal for the Arsenal. There is no excuses right now. Again, I just want to shout out Northside for the raid. Big up Northside. That's my brother for the raid. Yeah, big ups, people. And thank you, my brother Northside. People, no more excuses whatsoever. You have what is going to work for you right now. You have Gyokeres. You have Zubimendi. You have an extra defender in Christian Mosquera, who's okay, by the way. Go on and win the league, Mikel Arteta. That's the only way you're surviving any onslaught at the end of the season. That's the only way you're going to survive the wrath of the fans at the end of the season. You have to win trophies for us. You must win. You must win a big trophy this season. No more second, because you now have the whole tools to win the Premier League. And you know what, yeah? If Eze comes in and Rodrigo comes in, Arsenal might have hacked the Premier League title. You just need to field the players and win. You don't even need to do any of all that technical bureaucracy bullshit. Just bring in the 11 players, your best 11, field them, and don't do anything. Just sit back, Arteta. You don't need to tinker with anything. Just put the first 11 because we already know that you're not an elite coach. You're learning on the job. And I do understand that you're learning on the job. But again, you have the chance because right now, the owners have decided to just bless you with players. So acquire them, bring in Eze, bring in Rodrigo. If you can't bring in a Rodrigo, just bring in an Ademola Lookman, and then that team is complete. Field the players in their normal positions, and then you have Geres who win the league. Easy. You don't need to tinker, Arteta. You don't need to tinker with anything. You don't need to push injured players to play in the game. No. Because you have a backup. Yeah? If a player like Rodrigo is injured, you have Noni Madueke to come in. If Saka goes down, you have Waneri to call on to. You even have Max Doman to call on to. Yeah? If Odegaard goes down, you have an Eze to call on. You just need to complete the jigsaw. Go without shame. Admit that this project is failed and that you just need momentary solution to the creativity problem that we have. Go in and bring in an Eze and bring in a Rodrigo. Sorry. When you bring these players in, you're closer to achieving your dreams, Mikel Arteta. It's simple. And then you field the players in the rightful position. That might just be your savior this season, Mikel Arteta. If you can go do that, simple, easy, we'll win something. Pito says, I never subscribed so fast. Big ups to you, Pito. How you doing, man? Hope you're okay. Big win today. Big win today. I know why I'm saying this is a big win. This is a big win because after the underwhelming situations were being put against Tottenham Hotspurs and in that game against Villarreal, it left a bitter taste in my mouth. But I always did know that that team that played wasn't our first 11. I wanted to see something more closer to our first 11 actually play. And now that we got at least up to 80% of what our first team would look like play, and they played today, and you could see what we did today in terms of our attack. You can see what they did today in terms of controlling the game from a standpoint of our midfield. We did see what Zubimendi did in the middle of the park, where it could go on an all-out attack. It could help us out defensively. It could tackle. It could incredibly just smoothly intercept. And his cadence, his control, his reading of the game. These are things you don't see in modern day midfielders, all packed in one, even as a defensive midfielder. There's a whole bunch of multi-dimensional roles that Zubimendi can actually achieve in the team. And that's what it's got me thinking, that we have a player in our hands. Thomas Partey was a good interceptor of the ball. He was a good team player in that team. He protected the back four quite well. But we all know, and he also created too, but we also know that he also had his limitations. He wasn't really a creator in any way. Yeah, he could take one or two snapshots here and there. Yes, he could throw some good passes, but not as accurate as Zubimendi. Zubimendi has everything in his wheelhouse. An elite passer of the ball, an elite controller. He controls the cadence of games. And literally, you people don't know what you have in Zubimendi. Let me help you understand. In those games, in those crunch games against Liverpool, PSGs, those teams that know how to control the midfield, people, when you have those kind of teams that will control the midfield, people, yeah, you could literally just use Zubimendi to loop the pass. Just loop the pass of about the midfield to create. To create. He will. He will bypass those midfield. And he can even also stake claim in his own share in the middle of the park in controlling the game to diffuse any kind of, slickery movement, mostly with those kind of teams that like to keep possession the way Arsenal does. You need someone like Zubimendi to actually dictate play. And that's why I'm very, very happy. Oh, someone gave me $5. Oh my days, Pito. Big ups to Pito. He gives me $5. Thanks, Pito. I mean, it's a good thing to see someone that willingly, even without me asking, that willingly says, hey, I bless you with this. Thank you so much, Peter. I really, really, really do appreciate this. It says, good win today, Tony. You, man, are getting slapped up next weekend, though. Laughing out loud. Big up. Yeah, man. See, big ups to you, man. Big ups to you. But we are not getting slapped up, Peter. Thanks for that, Peter. I really, really, I do appreciate that donation. Big up to you. I really, really appreciate that. We're not getting slapped up. People, we're in Manchester United. I'm getting to that real soon. Big up to Darren Sullivan, my friend from Facebook. He's down here, a real Arsenal fan. He says, evening, Tony. Seen people getting excited about Zubimendi because he played well in preseason. Oh, there. Darren, see, this is how we're going to take this season. When the players play well, let's give them their kudos. This is how it's going to go. When the players play well, let's give them the kudos. When they don't, we'll call them out. How about that? That's how I want to go through the season. Let's go through it on facial value. What we see is what we say. Today, you cannot doubt that in any way. In any way, Darren. That was a great game by Zubimendi. Actually, I'm gassed, Darren. I'm gassed about it. The way he controlled the game. I mean, he controlled the game seamlessly. And I knew it's in his wheelhouse. I knew that was how he was gonna play. Because he's a different kind of guy. You just need to break the chains. Mikel Arteta is this kind of coach, yeah. He likes to chain players. And I'm not all up for that. I'm all up for freeing the sheep. Allow the sheep to be free. Free them. Let them play. Break the chains. Break the parameters. Because Zubimendi is not just a guy to sit to protect our back four. No. He can do several other things. He can move. He's more mobile. He can create chances out of nothing. He could look the ball. He could control play. He could dictate. He could dictate the cadence of games. He could take snapshots from outside the 18-yard box. He sniffs danger. He knows where the point man is. People, he gets into dangerous positions. How about that? That's Zubimendi. Mikel Arteta, it's easy. Unleash the chains, please. Break the shackles. Unleash the chains. Allow the boys play. Allow them play and put them in the rightful positions. That's the only way we're getting anything out of these people. If not, we'll be left to blame and lick our wounds. Adam El Nino says, North Side Raid. Yeah, exactly, Adam. Timmy07, Mikel Arteta, be gone. People, Arteta. I mean, you can now see, yeah, just when Mikel Arteta decided to field in the lineup that's closer to our first 11, a lineup that the true fans really understand that, oh, this is what our lineup ought to be. Not seeing a lineup filled with Merino and Nordgaard. Does that make sense? And seeing Kai Havertz start again. I mean, it doesn't make sense. You need to field players that are close to the best team that you have. And that's what he did today. So winning the league, people, this season, yeah, Whether we like it or not, Mikel Arteta has a big role to play. He can do it the easy way. He can just do it the easy way without tinkering with anything. Just field the players that we know and you know are the best, that are similar to the first 11 that will get you through in games. You don't need to tinker with anything. You don't need to shuffle and do all this shuffle duffle. It's simple. Let's see the charts here. E-Shoes is selling copium. My days. Suddenly, yeah, Gunnarsy says, we need the manager to go, Tom. Adam Eldino says, no tactics. Yeah, man, I hear you when you say no tactics, man. And that's what needs to change. But see, Arteta is going nowhere this season. So we just need to make sure we acquire a team of super soldiers, acquire quality. Let's use the remainder window to get quality players in. And people, I keep saying this, yeah? Mikel Arteta won't really be an excuse later on in the season. If this team and this crop of players start playing well, we don't even need the manager to influence much stuff. We just need to send out the players that understand how to play and win games individually, because they know how to win games individually, and go there and win us something. How about that? Because I'm looking at the individual qualities of Zubimendi. I'm looking at the individual qualities of Gyokeres. I'm looking at the individual quality of Saka. I'm looking at someone like Saliba and someone like Magalesh to get us through. At the effective way Julian can get us over the line. So when we have this kind of muscle to help us out individually, I don't really care what Mikel Arteta does. And if he brings in Eze and suddenly makes a mistake of bringing in Rodrigo, oh my days, people. People, we don't even need the manager to even do much. Because what makes me more scared about Mikel Arteta is when he does all this tactical, all this tactical stuff with no tactics at all. It's useless. So, just put the players in because they have individual qualities that could get us over the line. Because I'm fed up of Mikel Arteta's tactics that has taken us nowhere. Just second to, I want to win trophies. So now that he has acquired Victor Gyokeres, good for him. No problem. We just need to win games. Now, go on and win games. That's all. Feed the players, put them where they're supposed to be, and let the players play. Don't do much. Don't tinker too much. Just allow the game flow. Break the chains. Let the players play. Let Victor Gyokeres be our main striker. And in those cases where he scored a goal and he needs a rest, know when to make the changes and bring in Kai Havertz to score the kind of goals he scored today. We still need to talk about Noni Madueke and Kai Havertz. How about that? BX Gunnar says, it says we will see what happens on the 17th. Yeah, we will see. But I think we're going to smash Man United up. We're going to smack them up. We're going to take Man United to the old people. Oh, my days. We're going to take Manchester United to the old people. We're going to take them to the old. Yasa TV is down here. It says, big up to any you fraud. Big up to you, Yasa TV. Godfrey. Yasa TV. Are we at the copium store? Set piece again. Ole, ole, ole. Samuel says, Chelsea King says, bro, chill. Chill out. You won a preseason match and now you think you're Bilbao is shit. You played well, but bro, Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool have all improved. And see, yeah, again, people, I've never said that Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, are not up there or don't look good. But again, you need to put things into perspective. This preseason games, you're not saying we won now. That it looks like there's a copium thing in there. When we lost to Tottenham Hotspurs, everyone claimed our team is shit. So sometimes you do need to put these things into perspective when we do get it right. When we get it wrong, it stinks. But when we get it right, sometimes you just have to say, "Hey, we got it right today. We did things right today," and that's the truth. We did things right today. We attacked properly today. We did see the emergence of a striker that we know has lots of quality play in his position, and he scored a goal. So I mean, you just need to put things factually into perspective. You know, under no circumstance do I think Man United is going to beat us next week. But again, let's see. And again, I've not said that Chelsea isn't going to be deadly this season. I mean, with the players you've brought, I mean, it's going to be tough, yeah. But all this Liverpool, Man City, we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. Arsenal have them, we have Liverpool, we have Man City, we have Manchester United. We're going to play these people and test our gangsters against these people. So let's see. And I'm not really afraid because we have a dangerous man in attack. And that's where I'm pitching my tents on. Having that dangerous guy in attack. If we just have a couple of players that could literally just take turns in creating for Victor Gyokeres, I literally don't fear any other team in the Premier League. We just need to have someone who would create and someone who will be half decent in that left wing, and then we have something to shout about. But again, I hear you, man. GGMU says Farsal Sultan. Chris Escobar says Chelsea the best team in London. Actually, I do agree because of what you guys have won. I'm not a delusional fan. I'm a real one. I do know that Chelsea have won the Club World Cup. I do know Chelsea have won multiple Champions League. You guys have won multiple Premier League titles. You're the team to beat in London. That's a fact. But I mean, the team to beat in London hasn't beaten Arsenal since 2021. People, Chelsea Football Club, I think you should be able to, just take a chill pill. It's already enough that I've recognized that you're the Kings of London, but how can you be the Kings of London, and yet haven't even dominated Arsenal since 2021, people? And actually, before that time in 2021, the last time you did beat me was in 2019. People, let that sink in. Yet you're the Kings of London. I'm just saying. Don't let me go into my stats here. You have horrible, you have a horrible record against Arsenal. You need to put that into perspective, innit? But I'm not fighting. You're the best bet in London. I'm just saying, people. I'm just saying. Don't kill the messenger. Just hate the game. Yasa says Northside Ray Tony. Yeah, sure. Big up to Northside, my brother. Thanks, people. Smash the like button and also remember to subscribe to the channel. I'll be on Northside either tomorrow or next week, definitely. Of course, he's my brother. Big up to Northside. Godfrey says, Tony, don't notice the chart when he's on a roll. Yeah, I noticed the chart, man. I noticed the chart in Europe. He was applauding Havertz' goal, brought him on when Bilbao players were tired and Havertz was fresh. See, people, no, don't deassemble. Don't do this. Don't do this. That Havertz goal was a sweet goal. See, people, I've been one of the bigger abusers of that name, Havertz. I've blessed the name as well and also cursed the name. But people, when you see a lovely goal, just agree. See, people, and that's why I'm always advocating for being factual with whatever you're saying. Yeah? You have to be factual. Was that a beautiful goal? That was an amazing goal. How many strikers these days would actually score that kind of one-on-one? Use your muscle. And again, now see why he trained so much in the gym. When the game against Tottenham Hotspurs. I was just seeing all these thin-looking Spurs players, this crackheads pushing him about. And I was like, hey, man, you went to the gym. Use your weight. Use your muscle. You have muscle mass on your body and you're allowing Spence and all these crackheads push you away. Are you serious? Are you crazy? But I mean, today he uses muscle to at least push, fight off, ward off that defender. Just brushed him aside, ran with that pace and, and with that careful calculation, just put it, at the right hand corner. What a goal from Kai Havertz. But this is the thing. And this is what I was arguing about when people never saw what I was arguing about for Kai Havertz. You need to bring in a potent number 9 to see the best out of Kai Havertz. And now that we have a Victor Gyokeres, you will see the best out of Kai Havertz. Because right now, he's looking at Gyokeres, you've taken my place. But I have to fight now. It's just like a dog who's in chains and is ready to be killed, or a sheep or a cow that's ready to be slaughtered. And you tie him on a leash on a wall to get slaughtered while he's seeing his other friends frolicking about. And they still have that time limit because maybe, they're new to the house, but the older sheep gets to be slaughtered. And he's just down there waiting, just like Kai Havertz, waiting to be slaughtered. His position has been ripped off away from him. What would you do? You have to jostle your way to remove the shackles away. And now Gyokeres is our number 9 and he sees it. He's like, hell no, will I allow Gyokeres just come in and take up the place? Not with this muscle mass I've actually gone to get and acquire this summer. Yes, Kai Havertz, put your muscles to use. How about that? Use your muscles now. How about that? What a goal. I love that goal. But he's going to be our second striker. And that's what I love. And that's what I like about how we're transforming. If Kai Havertz is going to come from the bench and put up performances like that and score goals from the bench, clearly fighting for a position that he knows it will be an Herculean task because Gyökeres is going to score more goals. Kai Havertz is going to be on his toes. And that's what we, the real ones, have been complaining about. We need competition for places. People, we've been talking about this for a long time. Competition for places. That's the only thing that would support this team. Competition for places. Right now that we're seeing Noni Madueke looping up crosses, trying to find players in dangerous areas, Martinelli would look at him and say, oh my God, Noni Madueke might take my place by next week. And by the time he keeps thinking, just maybe he'll be competitive enough. Just maybe he'll be effective enough to get crossed into dangerous positions. All we needed right from time was players that have quality and will take their chances and literally set each position in this team up for competitiveness. That's what we lack. If we bring in an AJ, Odegaard will now look at the place and say, you know what, yeah, it's looking dangerous. And when you have up to 5 players in 5 positions, and in those 5 positions, you have 10 players looking at the other halves, trying to take their heads off to get that position, jostling for those positions. There you now start seeing, oh my God, week in, week out, they're having effective effective play. There you start trying to see players that want to overtake. That's what you want to see. People, don't get it twisted. Kai Havertz coming from the bench is what I want to see. I want to see him come from the bench and score goals. I am that shameless. I want to see Kai Havertz compete. How about that? If Gyokeres scores 2 goals, I want Kai Havertz to score 3. How about that? Give the manager a reason to say, he's outscoring you, Gyokeres. Watch out. Even if you're going to be my number 9, watch out. I don't want Kai Havertz to just sit on the bench and say, oh, I'm a loser. Oh, pity me, Arsenal fans, I'm a loser. No. Fight for the position. Fight. That's what I want to see. Fight. Raymond is dying. It says, easy, bro. Yeah, man. Haaland is the best striker, and I'm an Arsenal fan. I mean, see, yeah. I mean, we can talk about that Haaland thing, yeah, but we'll see this season. I have a different, thoughts, about that. Haaland is already here. He's won things. Yeah, he might look like like one of the best, but I think Gyökeres, I think his abilities, mostly as a Sporting Lisbon player, I think his abilities gazumps Haaland. But I mean, I'm not talking from the standpoint of an Arsenal fan, but I'm talking of from the standpoint of a neutral. I think Gyökeres has lots of qualities that Haaland doesn't have. He could walk outside the 18-yard box, hustle and jostle in the 18-yard box. 1v1s is effective. 1v2s is effective. Yes, aerially, he has a weakness. I do admit to that. But today, he scored with a header. Today. He uses both feet. He's very slippery, very fast. I do think those aerial abilities that we're using to judge him, that are his weaknesses, actually, his fastness and his swiftness in terms of sniffing in danger and getting in behind defenders actually compensates for his weaknesses aerially. I think he's a dangerous man. He's a dangerous player. BX Guinness says, we're never getting a Rodrigo. That's a pipe dream right along with Draxler and Benzema. Well, we just have to see. I mean, if they told me that we would get Gyokeres, I would say it's a lie. I mean, I never believed that me and the Southern Gunner did a transfer show a year ago. We brought no one. 2 years ago, we brought Trossard only when we needed to win a title. We saw no signings. So, I mean, if we brought in a Gyokeres, anything can happen. But again, let's see. Bro, wait a year. We will sell you Garnacho next year for 55 billion. I mean, people. I mean, getting the dead players from Chelsea. I mean, but again, Kepa might walk out, as a second best. Noni Madueke, I mean, today, just 10 minutes into his play, he's already better than whatever Martinelli has done in the whole preseason. He's very direct. I mean, see, people, he doesn't even have to dribble his man. He doesn't have to even score goals. All he needs to do is to get the ball into dangerous areas. And see, people, that's the most dangerous thing about Noni Madueke. Yeah. He's not the guy I wanted in that role. I don't want him in that left-hand side. But Arsenal have done the mistake, and we've brought in Noni Madueke. We can as well use him. So this is what I think about Noni Madueke coming in. Far more better than Martinelli and Trossard in that wing, in that left wing. I mean, you can as well just put a hologram or a scarecrow on that left-hand side. It's just better because we have nothing going on down there. in that left-hand side. Martinelli bereft of any ideas. Doesn't know how to cross the ball. He's not a footballing guy. It's completely useless to us. So it's better we throw him away and sell him. Just throw him to the wolves right now, and at this point, it's useless. Yeah. Noni Madueke, first 10 minutes, you're already seeing him looking for Gyokeres. Direct ball play. I don't want you dribbling and lose the ball. No. Get the ball into definite dangerous spots. Now, the criticism with Noni Madueke in Chelsea is that he could get you into dangerous positions. His final thoughts are lacking. He can't get you to score goals. He doesn't score goals either. Maybe a few here and there, but he doesn't get you goals. He seems to be bereft of ideas when he gets into those danger positions. But the good thing with the Arsenal right now is that we don't need him to score goals. We don't need Noni Madueke to score goals. We have a goal poacher. So, in other words, what do you do if you're Noni Madueke? You come to the football club and you want to play it safe, get the ball into dangerous positions and make sure you bring in other players into play. But number one, look for Gyokeres. That's the only way you're going to escape anything, Noni Madueke. And he did that today. He did that today. There was a very direct ball he got through the left-hand side, and he just looped it. He just looped it to Victor Gyokeres, and Victor Gyokeres hit the post. And I was like, Noni Madueke, if you're doing that week in, week out, direct play, you don't need to do anything crazy. Just do it like that. Simple, easy. Get the ball across. Simple. Simple. You don't need to go back, dress the ball, look down, dribble, and then lose the ball. No. It's easy. When you get the ball, move the ball across, just get near towards the byline and send it over. Just put it in dangerous spots. Dangerous. Same thing you were doing for Chelsea. Getting the ball to dangerous positions. One-on-one, we know you're a dangerous player. We know you get in behind defenders. We know you're a fast guy. You have that trickery with you. Yeah. We know it's just your end product. That's the problem. With Martinelli, both the end product and whatever is given and the crosses are not working. That games, he doesn't even give us a cross. Look at the game against Villarreal. Look at the game against Tottenham. No crosses. No effective crosses at all. At least Noni Madueke can still cross the ball. At least Noni Madueke can still get the ball into dangerous positions. He just needs to hog the byline. Just hog the byline. Get balls across there. Get into more dangerous positions. Encroach into the 18-yard box. You don't need to cut in like Bukayo Saka. You could be very direct in your play. When you face a player one-on-one, try and get across the defender. Get towards the byline. Do some little trickery and get the ball into a more dangerous spot where Victor Gyokeres will be sniffing for chances like that. Noni Madueke, it's simple, it's easy. You came in today, you looked better than Martinelli and Trossard combined in the whole of the preseason. I'm okay. If you are more direct with your style of play, that's what I want to see. How about that, people? How about that? Carlos Eduardo says something is still missing. And yeah, Eze is still missing. Rodrigo is still missing, definitely. Adam El Nino says, calm down. Yeah. Adam says, you can sell us Hato, Palma, or Caicedo. Keep the rest. Exactly, man. If you're not giving us Palma and Caicedo, take them away. Take them away. Godfrey's laughing. Chelsea King is down here. Chelsea King says, if you can do it back to back in the league, then yes, but bro, you need to chill. Yeah, sure, I get you, man. All the Chelsea rejects. Believing this manager will make the right decisions will only end in disappointment. And that's true. Mikel Arteta has failed us lots of times. Pito 316, he's laughing, bro. Vito, big ups for the super chat you gave to me, man. Big ups to you. Chelsea King 879 says, bro, he has never gone against a low block side in the Prem. So let's see. Yeah, but people, yeah, and that's the biggest problem. Thomas Frank asking that question. I want to test your gangster against my low block. Atata failed. Eddie Howe has asked him several questions in the league. Can you break my low block? The answer is no. Many other teams know how to keep low blocks against Arsenal and we're bereft of ideas. Bilbao never really gave us anything to think about. They didn't have to, keep a low block today, but you know, it's usually the plan B of Mikel Arteta I'm very, very scared of. He doesn't know how to just break low block teams. And again, see, that's what I'm saying. There are answers to this. AJ. I mean, when you have signings, yeah, that are answers to certain problems, yeah, they can literally bail you out. That's what I'm saying. This manager could be bailed out by the players that he acquires. That's what I'm saying. If you bring in an AZ, this thing with low block teams becomes something of the past because he's gonna break those low block champions. He's gonna break them apart. And when you have Gyokeres, who's very slippery and fast, he's gonna latch onto those chances. So, I mean, it's a simple thing. You can hack the Premiership. You just need to bring in a team of super players individually who know what they're doing. And we can just forget about Mikel Arteta. Just bring in players that can actually help us out. And if Arteta doesn't get anything done this season, we know by the grace of God, if he doesn't show any sign of improvement before December, he might be sacked. Seriously, because the owners will now be forced to look at what they've acquired and they would say, hey, we've given you an Eze, we've given you the most dangerous striker in the whole of Europe, we've given you Geres, we've brought you Zubimendi. What else do you need? And you have the best defense in Europe. What else do you need? And if he doesn't answer these simple questions, people, Arteta might be sacked by December. If we acquire this set of super players we're trying to acquire. It's simple as that. Um, Timmy says, Maxman in the darkness. Exactly, man. In the darkness. Adam Elmino says, we can see the squid. Yeah, exactly. It's donkey fit. Oh my days. Yeah, it's fit. Imagine the difference in physicality. Exactly. His physicality is totally different. He's ready. And again, see people, yeah, his runs, the way he sniffs, the way he responds, as in his runs, the way he responds to danger. That's what I watch. I don't even really think about him scoring. I'm just thinking about the dangerous way he moves. He's ready. He's there. He situates himself in the danger zone. And you see he's ready when he gets those passes. That's what I look at in a striker. It's not in his ability to score goals, but in his ability to sniff deadly chances out of nothing. Run his runs. He times his runs perfectly. You hardly catch him offside. How many times was he caught offside today? That's because he times himself properly. He goes for the kill. That's a marksman. He knows what he's doing. He's framed it in his mind before he goes. He's a top shooter, active one. Can I ask how is this guy more deluded than TY and Igal? Well, I mean, I'm not deluded. I'm only saying my facts, my brother. Adam El Nino says, not others are built different. Chelsea are finishing above Arsenal. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think Chelsea is finishing above Arsenal. But you guys will be in top four. You guys will be in top four. You must be on. Oh my days. Yeah, bro. Glock 9 hasn't gone against a low block team, so let's see. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Remember who your manager is. Yeah, I remember. But again, I'll also tell you guys, if we acquire in a team of individual players that are go-getters and that can create situations that necessarily the manager can't spark, I fancy my chances still. For example, if we go get Eze, he adds to our creativity. That's number one. He bails us out. We already have Gyokeres who will score us goals. It doesn't matter what the manager does. He won't hold off Eze. He won't hold off Eze's creativity at all. He wouldn't do that. Um, if Rodrigo comes, I mean, that's an individual player too. I mean, we'll be having a team of individual players that can literally bail us out of situations that Mikel's inexperience can get us. So that's what I'm relying on this season, not on this manager because he's failed us time and time again. I'm now relying on signings we can get and individual players and individual quality to get us over the line. We still need a left wing though. Yeah, sure. Definitely. Rodrigo answers those questions. In some more incendiary spaces, I would look at Ademola Lookman. I heard Arsenal is using Ademola Lookman as a shadow, as a potential shadow signing if we don't sign Rodrigo on loan. So, but again, these are good bit of signs that you hear. Uh, you know, let's see what happens at this point. Let's see if we can just get Rodrigo in and we have Eze. Oh my days, people! You don't know you have no idea, people. You have no idea what will happen in this league. Entirely hacked. Adam says 50 goals is crazy. I mean, he can get it. Gyökeres all season. He can. He he can get 50 goals in this league. How many goals? But is that much these days? How many did Haaland get in his second season? How many did he even get in his first season? 50 goals isn't crazy these days. Haaland broke those records. But again, I'm just talking, man. Yeah, that's just my idea. And because of what Gyökeres has given to us, I sense it might be more dangerous this season. Still, let's see. Yes, but bro, this is so you can't chat about one game, but newsflash, it's not the Prem. And I hear you. I completely hear you. Gonna say second, that's not alcohol. Ale Party said hi. Yeah, hi. How you doing? Gonna says I don't know that I know so. Kai best player. Oh my days. Top half finish for United. All you do is talk about United. Oh my days. And I thought the guy was dumb until I got sent to this channel. No man. See, I don't even see people, yeah. I don't support what Igal does really because he doesn't criticize constructively. I do. That's the difference between me and Igal. He's Igal he's deluded. I mean, the way he thinks about Arsenal is so deluded in his thinking. I'm not. I actually understand the things holding us back. The manager is holding us back. Hence, that's why I need the manager to leave the football club. But he can't leave now because the owners decide to put him there. So instead of crying like a child, let's go on with the season and see what happens. But what I want to happen is that I also want us to go into the market, bring in players that can help us individually. There's nothing deluded about wanting players to come in and help us out. There's nothing deluded saying that we came second 3 times in a row without a striker. And now that we've acquired probably the best striker in Europe, we stand a chance of getting something. Mostly if we situate our squad with improvements all round positions that were lacking. For instance, bring in that replacement for Thomas Partey in Zubimendi, who controls the ball more, backs up our back four, and can also create. Bring in someone who can help us out in that Saka position whenever Saka doesn't produce. Max Doman is there, Waneri is there. Bring in someone who can help us create more, apart from Odegaard, who is completely useless in the team. Uh, 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 we can have Eze to do that job in attacking midfield. Do you see where I'm going to with my thinking? I'm thinking forward. If we literally bring in this kind of players, things could change. The same way you saw Gyokeres score today, Arsenal never had that kind of a striker. So if I say that there might be a change, is that deluded when you've seen the quality of Gyokeres? I don't think that's deluded. I'm just saying it as it is. And if Mikel Arteta flops, I say it as it is. I criticize the man all the time. I'm not his friend. I don't like Arteta. I criticize him all the time. So, I mean, this season we need to win a trophy. That's what matters for me. So, and again, I don't like comparing myself with anyone. I'm in the class of my own. I have no agendas. I have no affiliations. I just want to, if my team does well, we did well. If we flopped and stank out the place, I call it out. That's me. That's my channel. But it so happened that today we won and we played well. We defended properly. Our attack was looking good. We used Gyökeres to his strength, Zubimendi to his utmost strength, and we look good today. So why should I, be so negative today or something like that? I don't think so. It's not needed. It says this guy is the fusion of from TY. Oh my days. Yes, I think is gonna say you never saw Tony on Not Size channel before. Yeah, they've never seen me there before. Yeah, sir. Adam Elmino says definitely sniffing something. This Tony guy is definitely a top. Nah, I'm not. I'm not a top gunner. Or not a top gunner. I don't like top gunners either. You better watch my channel and see what I'm all about. I'm all about, if the team does well, we did well. If we mess up, I constructively criticize you. That's how I run things. Adam says 140 in the chat. Big ups. Yeah, Rafinha. Yo. Big up to everyone who joined me on the channel, because I will soon have to go to Sarcasm TV to gloat today about how we're going to mess Manchester United up. So I should be there anytime now. And he also said, you think Tony's talking to himself in the mirror. Oh my days. Man in the mirror, innit? Yes, sir. Yeah, he must be an okay city. I've done well. Eze and Rodrigo. Yeah, exactly. Guna, how can you allow people like this into your fan base? Watch the rivals get scared. This guy is why you get the lab. Oh my God. The deal is waiting outside. Yes, sir. I respect Arsenal, but bro, I'm losing. Hey, Chelsea King, I know you're a rival fan, man, but come on, man. Don't disrespect me on my channel. I mean, if you don't like my brand, please don't come again. You could just go. Yeah. I do perfectly well without you. I mean, you can just go. Yeah. And big ups to that super chat, Pito. Big ups to you. Let's see how you man play against United. To be very sincere with you, I really do think that we're going to beat United. I don't think United is going to beat us. I don't think so. I just don't think they're organized just yet. Yeah, they might be getting signings here and there, they could be bulking up for that big one, but I don't think it will come in enough time for them to be very competitive against us. But again, let's see. Gonna say Tony is cocky as fuck. Come on, bro. Gonna say, man, what do I do? Nah, 2-1 United, your record in Old Trafford is dead. But I mean, you haven't really been smashing us up lately, innit? I mean, it has always been Arsenal, 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 innit? But again, let's see. I don't just think they're ready. I mean, you can call all these other smaller teams, yeah. You could even say against Leeds we might draw or something, but against Man United, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Old Trafford is a very horrible place to go to, but I mean, I'll fancy my team against United now, right now. Arsenal are probably in top five teams in London. George, big ups, man. Adam says he needs some more super chats to pay the guy. Exactly. Tony, you have been in a coma for the past year. Oh my days. How about that? Yes, the TV. Adam is just laughing, bro. Uh, free the ship. Exactly, man. Free the ship. Ateta just needs to free the ship. He's holding us back. What the hell does fish have to do with this? Oh my days. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Oh my days, man. These people are not gonna kill me. Respect. They need to learn to play Gyokeres into the game. They can't find him to his potential at the moment. Kevo talks football. Big up Tony and the charts. You're all good. Yeah, big up to you, Kevo. How you doing? Yusuf, I do agree with you. We just need creative players to create. And that's what we're lacking in the team. Odegaard last season down tools. We need we need Aze's creativity to cut open teams that decide to play low block. Throw that all away. We do need a coordinated effort in the midfield to actually create. So we all know it's in the wheelhouse for Zubimendi to create. We saw it today. We do know that if Eze comes in, he creates too. Odegaard could actually be on that sniffing coke day and decide to create on a good day. We do have an outlet to also create too in Bukayo Saka. If we have these four players somehow creating somehow centrally for Victor Gyokeres to get goals, I mean, he gets the passes that he needs, innit? When you have at least up to 2, 3 options that would actually get the ball across to him. And the good thing about this kind of players is that they affect play in terms of they lay their passes and they create in very different ways. Because Saka cuts in, not literal passes, but he cuts in from that right hand side and loops across, loops a pass or whatever. Gyokeres can get the ball. Zubimendi would just look a pass up top from the midfield and find Gyokeres easy, the same way he did today. That's a different way of getting to Victor Gyokeres. Someone like Odegaard could, do his thing, look the ball up top, do some stupid cross turn sometimes, and find his man at times. They create in different ways. So we just need a team of creators. But if Eze comes in, he completes that jigsaw. He literally does it effortlessly. Breaks through the block in it, gets into dangerous positions. Noni Madueke from the left-hand side, suddenly it's looking different. I mean, him playing down that left-hand side, to me, looked more better than Martinelli and Trossard combined. I mean, throughout last season. Horrible left wing that we have. But again, let's just see what happens. Yusuf says, I think Eze benches Odegaard. Yeah, me too. I think so, man. I think so. We solved all our problems, but the left wing, we should be pleased and always have January window if the season doesn't go well. I agree with you. But again, let's address that left wing scenario right now. The window is open. Let's go address it right now. We actually have the chance to go do it right now. So instead of postponing to January, let's do it now. Let's do it now and just know we're going into the season, we're going to the campaign with a more complete team. Because I want when we're pointing fingers, Top Gunners won't have any excuse for Arteta. I want if we fail this season, if we've literally failed this season, I want when we're pointing fingers, let's point the fingers and let's say, oh, in coordinated effort, we say, oh, Mikel Arteta, you're the one that failed us this season. I don't want it to be that, we failed, but we didn't have striker. We didn't have a potent striker. We only had Kai Havertz. Now you're bailing at the manager, innit? Oh, we have a striker, but there's no creativity in the team. When we bring Eze, there is no question. Oh, our left wing is dead. If you bring in a Rodrigo and have Noni Madueke as a backup, no excuse. I literally want us to stop every excuse this manager might actually have, and bring in players to help out. How about that? People, thanks for joining. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. And yeah, I'll get to see you guys soon. Yeah. Big ups, peeps. Catch you guys soon. I'll be here tomorrow after my religious activities and my games tomorrow. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow on the other side. Peace, people. Peace.